MFFLs. If you guys can't tell by my jersey, you already know what time it is. We're about to get into the Mavs. Now, I know you guys are used to seeing a certain background on my videos. As y'all guys can see the boxes in the background, we are in the process of moving. And so that's the one reason why I did not bring you guys a video against, the other day when the Mavs won against the Toronto Raptors. But tonight I tried to make some time to get a quick video in for you guys here, giving you my assessment of the game here against the Houston Rockets tonight as the Mavs won 116-106. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my takeaways from this game here. So let's go ahead and get into it. The key scores for this game tonight were Christian Wood for the Houston Rockets, who had 16, and Luka Doncic, who had 26. This is one of those games that it still seems that Dallas is trying to work their way through this offensive scheme that Jason Kidd has. And they've been coming out of the gate slow. And the one thing you don't want to do with a team like this is just kind of come out the gate slow. When you have a team like this that really doesn't have anything to play for, you got these young, hungry, talented young players on this team that are out here to prove something. You want to try to put your foot on their neck immediately, just put them away immediately. And Dallas didn't do that. It took them about 2 quarters to finally catch up and start to get the lead. And then once they got the lead, it kind of went back and forth a few times. And then after that, when they got the lead, they kept it and ended up winning by 10. There's some key players in this game. As there's one player I want to get into, but I'm going to save him for last. I think y'all know where I'm about to go with that. But, of course, Luka did his thing. I think Luka is still kind of coming out of the gate slow. His threes aren't falling like we expected them to fall this year. We kind of figured that he would be working on that over the offseason. They looked a little good during the Olympics and stuff like that. Last year, his threes were starting to come towards the end of the season, so we thought that maybe this year he would build on that, and he didn't do that. But that's okay. It's still early. Hopefully, with Luka's talent, things will start falling. I just kind of wish that Luka would do more catch and shoot threes instead of those step back threes. Those are nice every once in a while, but every time you shoot a three, it's a difficult contested shot. If he can do more of the catch and shoot stuff, that'll be a little bit better. But I mean, that's just my opinion. But anyway, Luka was the leading scorer in this game. He had 26, 14, and 7. For any other player, that'd be like, oh my God, bro, that was good. But for Luka, it was okay. It was okay. Like I said, you played a team that's on the rebuilding side. So you would figure in a game like this, there will be some things where Dallas can kind of test some things out. There's no disrespect to the Houston Rockets, but it is what it is. Dallas is, projection is going in a different direction compared to Houston. So, like I said, you want a chance to kind of work some things in, like maybe some schemes, see what kind of lineups work with well, and that type of thing, against a team like this. Because, once we start moving a little bit further towards November, the schedule's going to get a little harder. You're going to be playing teams like Denver coming up here. So when you play teams like Houston and Toronto, you want to try to work some things in that might work or might not work. You just want to test some things and kind of see how that goes. But there were some a couple key players I want to touch. Well, actually about 3 key players I want to touch on. This game was all about the bench. Dallas's bench came to play today, and it showed it big time. The first player I want to talk about is Jalen Brunson. He had a double-double with 11 and 11. His impact today was more with the assists. Like I said, 11 assists off the bench. And I know you guys heard me say this before on a previous video, that if Jalen keeps this up, he can probably be in contention for maybe top 3 in the 6-man conversation. I'm just saying, Jalen has come out very aggressive. It's as if he's trying to prove a point, because what he did last year in the playoffs, he feels like it was more of a fluke. He just wasn't ready. He was coming back, more determined, more focused, more aggressive, because Jalen's very talented. I see him being, maybe if he can keep this up, being in the echelon of some of our great 6 men here in our franchise history. I think I heard me rattle them out before. Like I said, Roy Tarpley. It could be Jason Terry. It could be Vince Carter, Jerry Stackhouse, guys like that. And Nick Van Axel, he can probably be in the vein of one of those guys if he stays consistent just like this, especially when he's impacting the game in different ways with his aggressiveness, his assist, of course his scoring. That's go without question. But if he can just attack the game and affect the game in this way, sky's the limit for this guy, man. And like I said before, he is up for an extension. So if he continues this, Dallas is gonna really have no choice but to give the man his extension. So Jalen Brunson is one of my first ones. My other one, man, is surprisingly is Reggie Bullock. I know a lot of people over the last maybe couple games, people kind of question like, why is he here? He isn't doing anything. And I remember Jason Kidd had said in the last press conference after the Toronto game, when somebody asked him, he was like, man, look, it's going to take time. The season just started. Let's just give it time. I didn't have any trepidation on Reggie Bullock. With him, I feel like he's going to be there when we need him. I just want hey, work your way in, man. It's early. Work your way in. He's a shooter. Shoot. Just shoot. Don't hesitate on your shot. If Luka hits you in the breadbasket, man, go ahead and pull it, without no hesitation, no question or anything. And he said tonight in the post-game interview that, look, his teammates are giving him confidence to shoot it. And that's what we signed you for. You were a 41% three-point shooter last year for the New York Knicks, and you're a great defender. Come in here and do your thing. As soon as that ball hits your hand, just let it go. You know what I mean? With no questions asked. And tonight he shot 4 for 9, because of that. And that's a great sign to see Reggie Bullock start to kind of pick things up and his shot starting to fall, because we definitely need that. We can definitely use maybe a three-headed monster coming off the bench, because these first two guys I just talked about are just two of the guys that had an impact off the bench tonight in this game that helped us win this game. So the third guy I have is Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber shot 3 for 4 tonight on threes. I thought he was going to go 4 for 4, man. He missed that corner three on that fourth shot. He was scored 9 points and had 7 rebounds. Maxi's one of those guys, to me, I feel like, we've seen this before. I just need to see Maxi do this in the playoffs. I know it's still early in the season to be talking about playoffs, but that's when I want to see Maxi do all this. I want to see him do this in the playoffs, because we've seen him do this before in the regular season. And I know y'all probably seen that stat. If you watched the game tonight, I know you probably seen that stat where they showed his 3-point percentage steady going up to the point last year he was shooting 41%. And I don't know what he's shooting right now in the season, but I think it's somewhere up there. He's shooting a pretty nice percentage. And chances are it's going to probably be around a 40 range again this year. But the key for him is to stay healthy and to bring that type of sharp shooting in the playoffs. And I'm hoping that he can do that. Let me go ahead and get into the negative of this game, guys. I'm going to go ahead and listen, I know y'all probably heard me talk about this man ad nauseum. I'm sorry, because y'all heard me say this on a previous video. I cannot put my full faith in this guy, and this is why. As y'all know, Kristaps Porzingis exited the game tonight because of lower back tightness. It seemed like the same song and dance with this guy, the same song and dance. Like I said, this is why I didn't put any faith in him this year, because of this. He can't stay healthy. And it's like during the game, he had a bad shooting night too. And his defense kind of fell off a little bit too. Because like I said, Dallas struggled in the first 2 quarters when Houston had the lead. And it's just, I'm running out of things to say about Kristaps Porzingis. Like I said before, a lot of people told me that, look, he's healthy, recall Lagon, all that. I've heard it before. And I still, to the point, have been that I need to see it first before I can just put my full faith in it. And here we go again tonight. Chances are he's probably not going to play in the game Thursday against the San Antonio Spurs. So there's that. Like I said, I don't know what to say about Kristaps, man. You hope that he can turn a corner, because he's at that prime age now that usually around a player of his caliber, and at that age, things will start clicking. It just seems like he's still steady right there where he's been this whole time. And it's like there's no growth. There's no nothing to his game. And it's getting very frustrating. It's to the point, man, that I don't know. because I'm to the point too, man. It's just with this team, it just seems like it's always the same song and dance because we have the same roster for the last, like I said, 4 years. I said that before in the previous video. Steven Silas had made a quote to Brad Townsend talking about that same thing, and he was just, I think Brad Townsend had asked him, how does it feel looking over at the Mavs bench and not seeing Rick Carlisle? And he said, it's not too bad. It's not too crazy. But he said the craziest thing is seeing that they still have pretty much the same team for the last 4 years, again, for the last 4 years. And like I said, I touched on that before in a previous video to the point that y'all heard me compare this roster to the Atlanta roster because you're always comparing Luka to Trae Young, and you see Trae Young's team after the second year just have to turn it over and get some new players in, change personnel, all that stuff. And we have the same team, 4 years in a row. And we just still seeing the same results. It's very frustrating. Like I said, to me too, it just looks like Luka is not as aggressive as he normally is in these games. Like I said before, I don't know if he is still trying to feel his way with this new system or what the case is, or he's still trying to get his people set up first and then go get his. I don't know. But these type of things, Dallas need to figure out against teams like this. You need to figure them out because you're about to play these real teams. Like I said, Denver's coming up here really, really soon. You need to figure these things out. And hopefully they will. But that's just my 2 cents, guys. I'm just going to give you guys a short recap of this game. One more thing, too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do another video here very soon, probably after the Spurs game. I'm going to try. I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, you guys see the background. I'm packing. So we're getting ready to move here. I'm going to try to get a video in for you guys, a real quick video to kind of give you my assessment of the game, my takeaways and stuff like that. So hopefully I can get another video in like I did tonight. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Just a real quick short video of some things I took away from the game tonight. If you are watching this video, guys, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. We are still trying to build our channel. And with your subscriptions, that can definitely help us out a lot. We are growing, and I really do appreciate the people who are supporting our channel. The people who are watching, all we ask that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family, guys. We can definitely use your subscriptions and your support to help grow this channel. That way we can grow together. And with that being said, guys, it is your boy Rail. This is We Talk Mavs. This is the post game of the Dallas Mavericks versus the Houston Rockets. And I will catch you guys here again very, very soon.